Millennials, or the avocado generation called by their elders, are making headlines once again. The generation which is portrayed as a generation without hope, their future looks brighter than you thought. Knight Frank reports predict millennials will become the wealthiest generation ever, inheriting massive wealth from older generations over the next 2 decades. You got that right. In fact, this huge transfer will occur as wealth is passed after death from the last of the property equity rich generations, the silent generation born from 1925 to 1945, the baby boomers born from 1946 to 1964, and the oldest cohort of Generation X born from 1965 to 1979, who between them have more than 2.5 trillion pounds tied up in their homes. Millennials, who are defined as being born roughly between 1980 and 1994, from being the have-nots, maybe will be called the richest generation in history, known for their environmental focus. They are expected to invest in greener homes, in fact, prioritizing sustainable goods and making eco-conscious financial choices. And this shift in priority is presenting significant opportunities for businesses catering to these preferences. The Knight Frank report also highlighting the growing influence of the Bank of Mum and Dad, as it's called, with a record 61% of first-time buyers last year receiving financial help from their parents. According to new figures from Savills report, the number was up from 46%, and that too an all-time record. And this works out as a total of 173,000 buyers funded in part by their living parents in 2023, who gained a combined total of 10.6 billion pounds in help, up from 8.9 billion in 2022. And this trend underscoring the challenges young adults face in affording homes, particularly in expensive areas where property prices remain 10 times higher than the average income. And just looking beyond millennials, some reports analyze trends in global wealth distribution. It reveals that prime property markets in developing countries are experiencing the fastest price growth. Manila at 26.3% and the Bahamas 15%, leading the way. While prices in London's most expensive market fell 2.1%, Edinburgh dipped by 3.2% and Oxford 8.4%, in part because of the mortgage crisis leading to a correction in the previously expensive real estate prices. The number of ultra-high net worth individuals globally increased by 4.2%, with the US experiencing the most significant growth of 7.9% due to a strong economy and a booming tech sector. The UK, on the other hand, witnessed a modest 3.1% increase, potentially impacted by tax policies and political uncertainty. And finally, the Knight Frank report identifying art as the most lucrative investment class, with prices rising 11% in 2023, while other luxury assets like jewelry and watches also saw positive growth. The overall luxury goods index fell by 1%, with classic cars and whiskey experiencing notable price drops. So is the millennials' future bright, is the question. WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the updates on the move.